What's up, everybody? It's your girl here, Rein, with another installment to my wedding vlog series here on the Anointed Bling channel. And as always, I'm grateful that you tuned in. Just want to share this cute little project that I'm working on. I happen to find these cute little tissue box covers at Hobby Lobby. I had been seeing them for quite a while, and I kept walking past them. And I finally decided one day to stop walking past them, pick them up, because I know that at the wedding, when we exchange vows, things are going to get a little teary. So I'm going to play around with this and figure out how I want to decorate it. Now, if you've been following many other crafters, you've probably seen a project like this before. One that I can think of offhand is my girl Petalisbless, who is absolutely amazing. So if you're not following her, go and follow her. But she and I had some pretty similar ideas. So with that said, I'm still going to go ahead and decorate this, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I've got lots of little bling here, all my little supplies, and we're going to see what this turns out to be. So if you want to see what it's going to become, stay tuned. It's coming up right now. All right, let's talk supplies. So I have plenty of things here that I'm going to be working with. Some of this you may have on hand, some of this you may not. These are my little Dollar Tree pearls. I've had these for quite a while. I had a really large bag of them, still have a large bag of them. So I don't know. These may make their appearance. I've got some feathers because remember my theme is Gatsby-ish. But because I'm thinking about using these later, maybe like at my house or for home decor, you know, you never know. So I don't know if I'm going to go too Gatsby-ish with it. I've got my various studded bling wrap here. This one you can actually find in a small roll at Hobby Lobbies. Many of you ask me about this whenever I post projects where I've used it. So let me say right now, you can get this in a $9.99 smaller roll at Hobby Lobby. I got this in Los Angeles at the Garment District. You can probably find it at your local flea market. For those that are wedding vendors at the flea market, it's pretty popular. I haven't really seen it online. I've seen it in gold and eBay. So if you're wondering about that, that's where I got mine from, and you can find a small roll of it. It's going to be in your wedding section where the wedding ribbons are, not over where all the other ribbons are, okay? So if you're looking for that. Same with this one, got it in LA. I've not seen this one online. This is one of my favorites, so I use it sparingly, to be perfectly honest. And then you guys know, this is our famous, popular, typical bling wrap. You can find this anywhere on Amazon, eBay, even Dollar Tree, and of course our flowered one. Now I also have other colors. I have black, so we'll see. I got this little I want to say it was like a little, I guess they use these to make headbands. That's what I'm trying to say. And I got this at Hobby Lobby, used my 40% off. I want to say it's $9.99. So we'll see if it makes its appearance on this. Got some little pearls here. I don't know how that got in there. I think it just got tangled. And of course I have my tissue boxes, and these are $4.99. Okay, at Hobby Lobby. So that's a really good deal. And even if you're not using these for an event, these really are so cool to decorate, to match your home decor, especially in your bathroom. Like, I'm probably going to have about 20 of these just all over the house to match different decor. All right, so let's get started. I forgot one. Before we get started, I got these little mirrors. You guys have seen me do a lot of other projects with these. These are a little bit bigger than the ones I normally get. These are 10 by 10. I normally get 5 by 5. That was my mistake in my ordering on Amazon, but that's where I got these from. Not very expensive. I'll try to find the link if I can again and post that. But I just wanted to show you those as well. If you watch me do my blinged out bullhorn that I'm going to be using at the reception that everybody's trying to talk me out of, these are the mirrors that I used. Haters. All right, now let's get started. Yo, I promise this is the last one. All right, so I totally forgot that I got this specialty paper. So I was all set to just sort of bling out this tissue holder, and I was going through the box, and I remembered that I bought this specialty paper. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.99. I got it for 50% off. So I'm going to see what this is going to turn out like on these tissue box holders. I'm so glad that I found it. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Now we're really, truly going to genuinely get started on this project. All right, so as usual, I'm not going to leave these in the state that they're in. So I picked up some Krylon Gloss Ivory Spray from Walmart. You can also get this at Hobby Lobby and other craft stores. It's probably a little bit cheaper at Walmart. And I'm going to go ahead and spray these. I decided to spray these cream. That's the color. I decided to spray these cream because even though I showed you all of those bling wraps, I think I'm actually going to use pearls for this and do something a little fancier than just my typical normal, bling wrap and mirrors. But we're going to see how this is going to come out. Again, I showed you a lot of other craft supplies that I have just to kind of spark your interest and, you know, get your creative juices flowing. But again, this is like a moment by moment thing, so forgive me if I appear to be all over the place. But we're going to go ahead and spray this and just get a nice little coat on it as I did for this one. So, you know, it doesn't make a huge difference. You don't want to spray too much because you don't want to get the dripping. And so that's all I'm doing here is I'm just going to give this a nice little coat, because when I put the pearls and maybe potentially any bling wrap on it, I definitely don't want that wood grain to shine through. All right, so you're going to just use some light strokes with your can just to kind of coat it. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to get too close. So I'm going to finish that and I'll be back with the next step. So I decided to go ahead and use that specialty paper, and I'm just running my hot glue so that I can lay that out. Don't worry about if your edges are not cut perfectly straight. You're going to cover that. You can always trim it once that paper is on. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking that little bit of bling wrap, a little strip of that, and I'm going to run it throughout all the edges so that I cover where I made those cuts, and I cover any gaps and openings. So now here I'm taking a different bling trim, and I'm just creating what I'm calling like a little sash around the entire perimeter of the box so that it becomes like a little belt around the whole tissue holder. And that just makes it a little more fancy. And I really like how it came out. It's coming up in just a second where you'll see that. Okay, see? So here's how it came out. I thought that was a cute addition. And just remember that you don't bling over that little part that slides out. You got to make sure that you're able to get that out, okay, to put your tissue in there. Those little Dollar Tree pearls came in handy. As you can see here, I'm taking it and I'm just running it around that opening. Normally, I probably would have blinged over the top and cut out a space, but this just seems to be a little bit neater to me, and it created like a cute little necklace effect. So I went around that twice, around that opening, and I thought that really came out cute. Then I took my little flower bling wrap, cut it in some strips, and I just covered the top. You can cut it into individual flowers so you can fill it in a little bit more. I just did strips, and I like the way that it came out. Remember the feathers and the flower that I showed you in the beginning? I'm going to take that, you see me here hot gluing it, and I'm just going to lay it along the side. So I'm creating like a little sort of mock or faux bridal sash. And there you see it on the side of the tissue box. I really love how this came out. My original thought was I was going to spray paint this and I was going to use the pearl wrap to cover the whole box, since Petalisbless beat me to the punch on the bling wraps and the mirrors. I didn't want to copy her. Great creative minds think alike. But I'm so glad that I found the specialty paper. This looks so much more antique, very Gatsby-ish, very luxurious. I could see this in a really luxurious bathroom. I could see it in your bedroom. I could see it, you know, on a nightstand or in a beautifully designed sitting room. It just enhances. And you know, for a wedding, it's those little touches that matter. Can you imagine handing somebody a piece of tissue in something like this? It's just so cute. It's super cute. So they both came out really nice. I did switch up the bling wraps, as you'll see as you're looking at this in slow motion. On the two of these, I added some mirrors to the side of one of them, which you will see, because I just don't like to waste craft stuff. I like to use it when I can. And I was looking at these, y'all. You know, you always hear me say the work of our hands are blessed. You hear me say that all the time. And I was looking at these and I said, you know what, God, why can't I have luxurious toiletries in a store somewhere like a Bed Bath & Beyond or a Neiman Marcus? There you see those mirrors that I was talking about. That's the only difference I did with this one. Why can't I have my designs, you know, somewhere where people can buy my stuff to decorate their bathrooms? And I was just really inspired to think bigger. This is bigger than putting our stuff out here on YouTube, guys, and inspiring you to be crafty. The works of our hands really are blessed. Somebody asked me very sarcastically on one of my comments, why do you call yourself anointed to bling? What are you anointed to do? What is that? Because I think sometimes we look at the anointing and we assume that it only works in a prayer line or in a church setting. But I remember when I lost my job and I didn't know, I didn't know how I was going to make it. I knew that the Lord had done it because I was supposed to go full-time ministry and I was running. And one day I just made a pair of blinged out shoes. And all of a sudden, people were hitting me up. They were buying my shoes, and I was selling them for $200-300 a piece. So the Lord used the creativity, the gift that was in my hand to destroy the yoke of poverty off my life. That's what being anointed is all about. So yeah, I'm anointed to bling, and I want to encourage you, don't underestimate your skills and gifts. Don't ever think that what you do is limited, that it's only limited to what you do for your house or for your party. Start seeking out how you can take your stuff and your gifts and take it further, because anything that God puts in us, God desires to maximize it and use it to bless us and to inspire others and to be a great blessing to the kingdom. So when I'm telling you that the work of your hands are blessed and you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, I mean what I say. I promise you, you're going to start seeing my stuff in some stores, because I declared in the name of Jesus that it's going to be successful. And I pray over your works, no matter who you were inspired by or what you desire to create, that your works and your hands are going to be blessed to pay you to do what you love. All right, y'all. I'm so glad you tuned in. I love every single one of you, my followers. We are almost at 6,000. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful to you all for helping me build this channel. Don't keep me a secret. Share me with a friend. Subscribe, comment, like, tell me what your thoughts are. If you make a blinged out or decorative tissue box, tag me. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I love y'all. Remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Until next project, be blessed.